Hello people, this is Indivil, welcome back, this is Roguetech. I was going to try and describe where we come from, but I honestly can't remember. I've been trying to record this chapter 2 times. That's the third time I'm about to drop in. Because, well, the first time we had a crash at the end of the very first mission, and the second time I had a blackout, and I lost everything that I recorded. So we're back in. I think, yeah, we have a gunnery support we're putting into the Centurion because, quite frankly, it's the mech which most benefits from getting gunnery at this point, and I'm afraid we can't do more shells in here for the moment being, so we go for the next 3 days until we have the archer. Everything's back. We should have beta lands ready. I think there is no skill points I really want in. We have Plover here, Strike. Well, Striker can get a point in gunnery. This is much welcome. And Synapse. Synapse is a mech. Lost Technician. So he'll go the tactics route. And we even have enough skill points to give him a guts point. So in we go like this. And since the last time I've updated the game, we're on 1090, which means the OP4 should really have better handling of the hit, which is very good. So this would very much be what we are looking for in terms of them giving us a bit more of a challenge. And if we're going for challenges, this should be a challenge mission, but I think I'd much rather go for a 3 Skulls Assassination with good salvage. Going against Comstar is a problem because we're trying to get into their good books, but we also need a bit of rep with them, so we should really start working our way back into the good books with them. Plover is on the Galleon, Strike on the Gauntlet, and I can't remember right now who was on the Centurion. Yeah, it was you, Synapse. So we get back into Mech Warrior, who was the Whitworth pilot. And finally we get our 2 vehicles set up. Battleye is, I guess, on the... yeah, we're good. So we go in, Assassination in the jungle against Comstar. Main problem is we're facing Comstar, so we could face some 13 mechs here, but hopefully we can manage that. I've also reconfigured the game. We're no longer on the online map, we've gone offline, because as I already said, we very much want to start doing consecutive deployments as soon as we get 1 or 2 new mechs, decent ones, and some new vehicles. We might want to start going for consecutive deployments. I think our mech tech points are good enough, so we might well start going into those. for starters, we'll get into 2.5 schools deployments, but we very much want to start upping our game, because this will result in us getting better salvage, and we still are lacking a lot of options when it comes to making builds. We had, as we just saw when building the Warhammer, we're just a bit bare bones when it comes to good weapon systems. Good news is we now have wait a minute, I don't know if we have it. Maybe it was from the first mission, that was the one which crashed, so I'm not just I won't say it out loud because maybe we don't. So, usual setup, smuggler reinforcements, and the support lands. And we have a hot drop. Let's see what we see. Apparently not much for now. So, leaders should be up front. Forces are quite a bit withdrawn, and we have the reinforcements on our flanks. Hopefully no one brings accurate long-range stuff, so we're pretty much going for the assassination target first. Just let them do their thing first, but at this point I don't see anyone near us, so we're starting to push towards the target.
Commander?
Firestarter wants supercharger on, as he's going to be our spearhead. And we still don't see nothing at all from the reinforcements or anything else. Yellow Jacket gets a bit on the side. We really don't want to expose this thing too much. We want to keep it for later if we want to sacrifice it. So the archer really needs to step its game, because it's the one who is going to keep us lagging, and we send him on the most direct route with no forest, because that's probably what we want to avoid getting left behind. We'll have to switch on and off our supercharger, so we better start doing the supercharger game now. Okay, we're exiting combat, which is good. So we keep pushing, and we see a gauntlet. Do we see what it brings? Looks pretty much our gauntlet, so we're just setting up. Bring the mask in because we want to get close with you. What can we do? He'll probably have better initiative than us, but and we keep pushing because we want to have direct line of sight with you. Whitworth can get hidden, and we present the galleon as a first target. Yellow Jacket wants to get near the AMS because so we're good to go on this Firestarter, so we will, but we actually want to give ourselves a bit of Whoa! We completely lost track of him. Well, at this point is we're having a decent a sensor lock specialist would be good for us, but what can we do? That's what we have, so we start going in. It's a guerrilla. We should have 4 parts of that, or am I confusing it with the other playthrough? As I said, it's been some days since I last tried to record, so can't remember it now. Guerrilla means we have, yeah, he's sporting a rack.
Yes, Commander.
So we want to wait for you with you just until
I'm standing here.
we get the galleon in.
Orders?
Same here. We want to wait for the galleon right now. AMS doing its work, protecting the yellow jacket. But they're pretty much going for the yellow jacket, which was to be expected. And that's why we put it quite near to the archer. So the galleon really wants to get close to the target. We see it somehow, just we don't have a direct line of sight or anything, no sensors near though. You have sensors at least, so we're going to supercharge you and get into better range for the acid. That's the question of the millennium. Well, we shoot it and see where we're going from here. Yeah, AMS had already gone, so we just set a good stack of acid there.
It will be done.
And now we should have, well, it's not an excellent hit chance, but it's something. We miss the ghost, but we hit some of the alarms. Yellow jacket wants to move as fast as it can. It's not much about hitting with it, it's about keeping the support and ambushers occupied for now. So we really might want the flank shot. And we set everything, but we only hit with one of the, I'll get to it, sorry, with one of the max shots. So can we get into its back? We can, but we also can whilst protecting our back, which is most welcome. So we go wild on its back. We still don't open him, but this should really start pressuring him. We want to avoid the flames. There's no use in swapping to Inferno, but we want to trigger its AMS, so the archer has much better time, and our Artemis alarms also can hit better. We open his arm, we have the snap nose destroyed, we get some more of the criticals, and we still should have on turn 19 the gauntlet. Gauntlet really doesn't have that much of a chance, but we just move and try. Yeah, it got much better now, but we still only hit with a near medium. Let's see what the gauntlet does. My guess is it goes for the V-tool or the galleon, but yeah, went for the V-tool. That's why he's here mostly, so we won't complain. We will probably get off map with him.
I got you.
I don't think we're shooting at all. Yeah, it's a 5%. Shooting is coming later with the archer. We still got it. We can also send in the galleon to try and get some more hits on the back. But yeah, these vehicles, they have no improved sensors or fire control systems, so they're pretty basic when it comes to that. At some point we should really start looking what we have for smuggler forces and reinforcements, but right now I'm more worried about doing short work of the gauntlet. It's quite unlucky that we jumped the heavy MRM, we quite needed it now, but at least we're going to shave some of its armor. So, 5-star tone, and we want to start. Let's see what we have. We have no follow-up at all, so we might want to leave it, have it go first. Let's see what it does. We have a mongoose which is coming near to us. Let's see what it does. It's got a snap nose out of the table, so yeah, lots of activity on turn 20 for the up 4. But what I'm interested in is you. What do you do? Still on the yellow jacket. We already got it open, but it's on the side, which we now have more or less protected. We want to get near with you, so you trigger the AMS. At this point I'm only sending one package of SRMs because he's going to intercept them no matter what. And we start looking, we still don't see nothing. Might be better once we get the guerrilla jamming out of the table. So we close in. We don't have much for hits and seals, but this is all about focusing him right now. So, galleon just moves her to, keeps shooting, not confident we were hitting anything at all, but this was just to give some room for the fire starter to get him next. So, fire starter is up, we take off the supercharger and we get into his back, because I very much want to get in from there. We somehow miss, that's a problem, but we've got him open on the back. This should trigger some morale checks. Not really. Okay. So, Centurion. We're well into minimum range now, so we try to get to the sweet spot. And if we can get to the sweet spot without running, this is dangerous. We might hit the fire starter. We hit him with the ear medium. It's mostly okay. So, Archer sprints in, so we can get a better hitchings, and this really should be the end of the gauntlet. Got him on the ground and we just destroy him.
Tango
We
is trash.
should have 3 parts of it on the table. But now we can start worrying
Orders.
about what they bring as support. So we'll start running down the hill to see, to try and get better sensors there. Yeah, once the gauntlet is out, we really see the rest. We've got a 5-star Omni, a Blackjack, 1DB. Not sure about this one. I was going to say Omni, but no, not really. Got Redshift, which honestly I have no idea what it is. It's a light. Mongoose Crosscut. The Crosscut brings some melee stuff. Yeah. And we also see a Shadowhawk. That should be about half of what really is there. So we start moving and we see what the rest is. That was a decent first look at what they're bringing, but we really need more information. We should still be in for a surprise if we were somehow thinking this was it. As I said, we're dealing with Comsta, so we're more probably going to see some 12 mechs coming towards us right now. So we have no option to get that on line of sight to anyone. 12% is really not worth it, so we just keep it quiet for the moment. Not that I'm not thinking we'll have problems with ammo, but it's never bad to conserve a bit. We got a Thorn as well. There's a Varagin, which must have been the redshift, sorry.
I await your command.
We'll have no trouble getting out of it, so we just move around. The barrage is not coming until next turn, and it didn't hit anyone, so Thorn could be a problem. It could bring some mines to the table. We see a Wolverine 7 as well.
What are your orders, Skipper?
We'll keep going with the Archer. We're closing on the Mongoose, which should be the first target we're able to see. And the Yellow Jacket for the moment being we bring back because it's very much on danger zone. So we might want to reserve this one because after they move, if they come closer, we might very well start dealing with some of them. So we just let them do their thing. We shouldn't be in much trouble right now. Some LRMs, only 3 or 4 connected. They don't seem keen on coming closer. We'll probably have to do another setup turn. The Mongoose just goes for a wide flank. The Thorn actually closes it. We still have the Redshift to do its thing, so we could wait for it. Instead of jumping in with the... yeah, that's why Beta missed everything on the fire starter. It's got 6 evasion, should be a good soaker of damage. So let's see what we see right now. We can engage with a supercharger. Well, this probably is an overkill, but Might as well. Yeah, we go to normal MRM missiles. We even got a stray on the Thorn in the back.
We inflicted some nasty.
Redshift is not bringing anything in the ECM department, so we should be doing short work of him and the Thorn.
I'm ready.
And that's already two things which can be dealt with. So yeah, pretty much what we saw here. We finally see they also have a Clint around, so not much afraid of what they bring here.
Confirmed.
We get some good hits with the Galleon.
This just in. Talk to me.
Whitworth can also get Mira.
Roger. Full throttle.
You don't bring AMS at all, so
Aye, aye.
well, he brought an XL, but that's one less target, yeah. Exactly, you said it. So, we don't want to stay inside
All right.
the barrage, and 11% is not good enough, so I'm not using it at all. Might not be a bad idea to start moving towards the smugglers
I'll race ya.
to see if we get anything else. We've got another Firestar town. Omni. We see another Firestar town. We shoot the Thorn, but we only get LRMs in. Let's see if we can get line of sight, well, direct shooting range if we engage the mask, and we can. We're going for an abstracted. This could be a bit dangerous for the Galleon. We hit one Ultra and a max shot, I think. So, supercharger engaged. And we can get into one flank. We just shoot some. We got him open in one leg. And yeah, barrage goes in and we see no damage at all. So can we get into his flank somehow? Not really, so we go for the other flank on the Thorn. We shoot Artemis because, and we see what it does. Well, that was some long-range LRMs, I'm guessing. Flare took care of them, and now the Thorn should do its thing. It's only got one energy left, so shouldn't be much. Let's see. Yeah, the Mongoose moved for an even wider flank. That just the one medium laser he's got left being shot. Now should be the 5-star Tommy we got on the left. Goes for the yellow jacket. We really are about to lose it, but well, business as usual for the poor Beetle. It always gets torn.
Waiting for orders.
So we're able to kick the Thorn, but we really want the 3 mediums they got in the back to do their thing. There's
Commander?
no point in getting in right now. We even got...
Full speed.
Oh, it's obstructed. I thought we would have direct. So we just keep the ultra quiet. We're going to need it later. We open him,
Target's taken.
get a torso destroyed. Clint does its thing. 5-star till we wait because we're probably sending in to punch. The other Firestarter just sent some LRMs to the Centurion, although this very much looked like pirate LRMs to me. Let's see if we get direct line of sight to the Mongoose. We don't, but we have sensors, and a 30-ish might be good enough. We only hit LRMs though. So, Yellow Jacket. Problem with the Yellow Jacket is it's about to go off, so we try and keep our bad side protected. We really don't have hit chances here, so we just keep it quiet. Might have gone for the odd stray shot, but really not worth it at this point. So it's really complicated to get an obstructed line of sight in here. It might well go down to the Firestarter getting in to deal with the Thorn, because we don't want to engage. And yeah, everything is obstructed here. Oh well, what can you do? We go for the Wolverine, send a bit of acid. He's got the Ultra jammed, so we want to deal with him quickly. That's the Blackjack, so we finally can engage. Let's see if we're into kick range with the... that's a PT. But this we can do. So we're going to vigilance this because we want to get out of here before the Wolverine could do its thing next turn. We get him legged, the Thorn that is. We destroy the other torso, so he's pretty much done this turn. It's only got 52 structure left before full damage, and he's incapacitated anyway. So the reinforcements are starting to focus the Centurion. We've got the Wolverine primed, so we should get going on him. So that's 9 damage each on the SRMs. He's unsteady, and we now should have the gauntlet to deal with him. Let's see. Yeah, this is very good indeed. We can go for a flank hit on him. Probably means we're going to get some return fire, so we vigilance because they got quite some mechs around here. We got him open on the torso, and now we will be able to bring the Centurion back. Let's see if we somehow can get an obstructed line of sight, but we can't, so we just look good. Yeah, we're still seeing the same things we saw at the very beginning on the reinforcements. Well, we missed the Gauss. Fast-start Omni gets in and does the flyer. Still better that he goes for the VTOL than one of our mechs. Let's see who's on turn 19. That should be the Galleon, actually. Clint is going for the fire starter. It misses. Good, because this looked... No, it wasn't a charge. So,
I'm ready.
let's see what we can really do. Where are you? Open? He's open on the flank, so... we try and get a shot, sorry. Yeah, that should be it. And I know I'm more or less sending him to the slaughterhouse. We've got
Yeah, you like this.
we got a blackjack which still hasn't gone, but this way we just blow a torso and get him on the ground. That was the Shadow Hawk.
Commander?
So, fire starter. What do we want to do here? Do we have kick range on the fire starter? We do, and next turn we should have range to go for the blackjack. I think that's the better thing to do here. Well, we'll see. Might be a mistake, but
Physical attack.
we really want to start moving around, not staying into the same very spot. And the Centurion will have to pull back a bit because the crash cut might get into range already. So the Wolverine just lost the Ultra, or it's jumped. We'll just try and deal with the Clint, even though it doesn't bring much to the table. We very much want to start dealing with him as well. The blackjack missed, so we should be clear to go into his back next turn. Wolverine gets up, it's only got a pulse and he should be panicked. He goes for the Whitworth, but mostly misses. And we can still thinking about what we do next turn.
Receiving you.
So, Gauntlet. We'll go for the Wolvie.
I copy.
Well, we got a very good shot here. But this wouldn't be a kill. Oh well. We've got other mechs which can deal with the Wolverine. We just give him hell. Mongoose gets back, trying to flank the Centurion. We get the blackjack back and we try and open him now, but we hit a bunch on the legs, so we might not. Still, it's a quite good hit we have here. Whitworth. The Whitworth we might want to send in on the clean, but not like this. Well, we deal
Confirmed.
with the Wolverine because we have it here. Quite some good hits, we got him on the ground, so that means this turn he's no longer relevant. And he should actually... well, he's still not... well, he resisted injuries until now.
Confirmed.
Okay. Fair enough.
Affirmative, Commander.
We go for the Clint.
Affirmative.
Got him open on leg, but we're not hitting
That hit something.
same component much. So, oh well, at least we got him evasive. Some pot shot on the fire starter, and the Centurion we're pulling back. We got a shot on the Wolverine, which is on the ground. Well, at this point we just shoot center not much use in going for Wolvie.
Hope we can salvage that.
Let's see who goes now. We've got lots of things going on, but
Watch the side.
yeah, can happen. Galleon got dealt with, which means from now on all the fire is going to concentrate on our mechs, so we better start paying a bit more attention. Flares are still good on our fire starter. And the blackjack hits us once, I think, on the leg. Yeah, it was the left leg. So we should be good to destroy him completely by engaging from his back. We've got him pretty much open. So in we go. We got leg open, but most importantly, we're just hitting a lot on red. Still, he's not down. We might have to send in the Whitworth.
I'm here.
So, Centurion keeps pulling back. Yeah, we pull it back like this. We don't want to engage too soon. So, well, not much we can do from here. I guess we're just sending
Armor it is.
some LRMs to the clean's back, just to keep the pressure.
I've got your back.
Whitworth. Should really
Roger.
do some inferno on the fire starter. We got him open on the leg and the torso, right wounds.
Was a critical. Good
He's
to go.
unsteady as well, so we should have pretty much everything we
On
need
my way.
to get him off the table now.
Copy that.
I know, wrong angle, but we're just trying to put some pressure on him. The other 5-star Omni keeps going on the Centurion, the one we're pulling back and regrouping with. And 5-star goes for the Whitworth. He should really get into some hit problems. So he's shut down. He only has 2 health, sorry. And we just slowly but surely keep pulling. Whoa, that AC5 connected.
You need me to hold still?
Alright.
Skipper?
So can we hit? Yeah, we've got a shot on the blackjack, which is the only thing that's left, so we just try and deal with him. At least we've got half his arsenal now,
Report. Multiple weapons.
half his weapons out of commission.
Up real good.
So who was that? They're being banged up real good. Oh, we must have gotten astray into the fire starter. It's alright though, at this point. We're very much. Are we on his back? Well, we could be, but we don't know because of reasons. And I don't want to move for 3, so which is your open torso, this one here. So we move for a bit. We want to disengage DNA cockpit because quite soon we'll start getting some
Affirmative.
problems from just keeping it for so long. We destroy the torso on the blackjack.
Reporting critical hit.
How can I help?
Whitworth. Well, Whitworth will go for the for the blackjack, sorry. We engage from the front.
Affirmative.
And he's out of commission. So 2 units left from the smuggler forces. Firestarter draws in, keep shooting the Centurion. At this point, I'm thinking we could well turn back with the Centurion and go for the Mongoose, but we still first have to clear up these smugglers completely, so we shoot him. We shoot the Clint, get an engine crit, get him pretty much off game. He's got only a medium laser right now, so he shouldn't be a priority. We can get some shots to the Firestarter. We're just shooting the mediums. Well, 4 parts of a Firestarter Omni on the table. If something went completely wrong with the guerrilla we had there, I think we have parts of it, but I might be confusing playthroughs at this point. It's been too long since I played this save.
Receiving you.
And you... complicated stuff. What do I do with you? I pull back a bit, keep the ultra and the max shots off. We just shoot the mediums.
Engaging with target.
And if we don't hit, next turn somebody who's not so much ammo dependent will be able
Yes,
to
Commander.
start going on him. So we start closing in on the reinforcements now. With the Firestarter, we want to give him someone with 6 evasion. So, well, we have to get into the fire, but it's okay. We're going to keep
Roger that.
the ammo-based things off. We don't hit him though, because we're into the heat, the fire, so it happens sometimes. We make a move and shoot here with only energy weapons.
Engaging target.
Finally hit some. We've got his foot
Think I hit
destroyed.
something good.
He's panicked. So crossbow starts shooting the Firestarter. This is
Damage
good.
minimal.
He didn't move that far, so Centurion might be able to get a shot on him right now. Depending on the angle, he might as well take it. Everyone starts focusing the Firestarter, which is pretty much what we were looking for. Mongoose groups up
Wait your command.
with its friends, and yeah, we had a shot, but it's not looking that great actually. So we might want to go for the other Firestarter.
Knowledge.
We got very good hit chances. We hit a good shot on the right leg, sorry. And yeah, we leave ourselves a bit exposed, but we should be able to get out of here before things start getting real messed up. So Firestarter it is. We are getting into a bit of ammo problems right now, but should be good. We get the LRM-10 out of the table for the Firestarter.
Reading you.
and our Firestarter wants to wait until the crosscut has done its thing. There's someone we still don't see on the up 4, which makes me a bit nervous to be actually fair. So we see Hitchens is here. Ideally we go for the Firestarter, but Hitchens is not stellar. Go into ammo conservation mode, hit the air medium on the crosscut, and still another one. We might have battle armors on the table, because I'm not sure this far into the game we wouldn't be able to have seen some of the
Accelerating to maximum speed.
if they brought a stealth mech this far into the mission, we would have seen some of it by now. So I'm more thinking they are bringing 2 battle armors apart from what we see, but we might be able to evac before we really see them.
I live to serve.
So who's next? Centurion will go back and deal with the Clint. We might not hit, but yeah, he's on the ground. We destroy one leg, the other hit went to his torso, and he ejects.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Yeah, we see the first battle armor, and we actually have a very good Hitchens on it, so we really should focus this thing, because later on it might be too complicated. And that's it. We got 1 battle armor down.
Enemy eliminated.
There still should be another one around, which we haven't seen. We've depleted the heavy MRM ammo. From this point on, we don't have none. Shadowhawk goes for the Whitworth, but still doesn't hit it. So, who's left for us? Oh, yeah, obviously. So, the crosscut still makes me nervous. So, I'm focusing him before. The Shadowhawk. Perhaps I should have, but I don't think that's our priority right now. The priority is just avoiding the crosscut from charging into anyone. So this turn we're going to focus it badly.
Yes, Commander.
However, oh well, this could get dangerous, but we want him off the game. We hit the leg. It's actually good because it's the opposite side from what we're hitting, which means we should have an easy time now following up with someone else. And that someone else could well be the Whitworth. So we've gone dry on Artemis missiles. We have to start shooting. I'll get to it. Infernos. We close in with the Centurion. We should have pretty much perfect chance on the Firestarter. leg him, which is most excellent.
I think things
And depending on the fall damage is going, he might be already out of the game. No, he isn't. But it shouldn't take too long, actually. So, we got 2 people on the ground. Mongoose we're not too worried about. We want to keep shooting the fire starter. We get 2-3 parts of him.
Yup.
The archer sees the other battle armor, but it's still too far away to be really an issue, so we keep going on the crosscut, conserve some ammo.
Reporting.
Well, none of the shots went to the leg he had open, they all went for torso.
I've taken worse.
Okay, that's a head hit. And the crosscut still has a last turn, but it just shoots some swarm. So,
I'm here.
fire starter can shoot the crosscut, so we'll shoot the crosscut and retreat for a bit.
Firing.
This should pretty much be him completely done. And we just
That's a
will
kill.
move back.
Order acknowledged.
So mongoose now, which we're quite ignoring, to be frank. Does its thing, hits the wheat war for a bit, but that wasn't all that worrying. And
I copy.
we finally start to deal with the Shadowhawk. It's pretty much a standard Shadowhawk, vanilla one, so yeah, we should respect him, but we shouldn't be afraid of him. I don't think so. Anyway, can we get... yeah, we get into range for LRMs without droning, so we go for him, we open him, we've got an LRM explosion, he's off the table.
Talk to me.
Whitworth gets into the mongoose back, shoots some, get some through armor crits, we lit the forest, but with you we want to start shooting the other battle armor.
I got you.
Well, struct exposed at least.
Yes, Commander.
Firestarter can also get on its flank, but this is a dangerous proposition. We're just going to wait until turn 24 for it to do its thing. It no longer has LRM, so that was the safest bet. Now we'll have to send in...
They're getting an angle on
okay, yeah, they're getting an angle on you, so what? He's only got like 3 weapons left. Don't you worry.
Hauling ass.
Let's see if we have an angle. On the battle armor we do. Max shot should really get him wood. Well, we hit once. Whatever.
My Gauss rifle is empty.
Might have better luck with the fire starter, which we're sending
moving at full throttle.
into a mission to next turn kick him and destroy him.
They will be done.
So Centurion had
Acknowledge.
a good shot,
Now let's see how you handle
and
this.
we find it. He's on the ground. He's pretty much done.
Oh,
So all in all, would I say the opposition has dealt with heat in a better way? Well,
affirmative, Commander.
questionable that
10-4.
that Firestarter sure alpha striked when he shouldn't have.
I need a new target.
But other than that, the other
Orders.
units didn't overheat that badly. So perhaps yeah. We're just trying to get it out of flow.
To hell with the weapon.
No. That was just to try and get some extra damage in his legs, but we didn't manage to. Still,
Yes, Commander.
we got a shot on his head, so he's out of turn. We could get lucky here, but we don't. Looks like he'll have last chance. Or not.
Move order received. Acknowledge.
We get him down to turn 14.
Report
Should be
critical hit.
unstable.
All out of
Unsteady.
80% ammo.
So that's
Moving
a
to
good
position.
shot we should have from here. LRM should be on point. So we get him from the other side. He's legged.
That
He should be even more back in initiative. He's turn 1 now.
confirm.
So it just complete destruction from the archer. Now we go for the leg because why not? But he's got so little left. He's actually being completely destroyed. So everything done. We can now move into the salvage screen. And we will be able to see if we really had that other gauntlet parts. I was speaking of the guerrilla parts, sorry. A guerrilla would be a very good addition to the lance. So in we go. And we didn't have guerrilla parts. Oh, that's a Desperado. That's not a guerrilla. Oh well. I do love my bushwalkers. We get one blackjack part, one clint, one fire starter, and the Wolverine part. Get some battle armor stuff, which we can sell. Large laser we're not keeping. Tac barrage is good money for us. C3s we have none left. Basic cockpit we sell. The SLDF we keep. We get a Guardian, which is very welcome, and a heatsink we can sell. So all in all, quite a good haul. I know we had enough parts to build a fire starter. Could have been a decent upgrade for the fire starter we're sporting, but truth be told, I think the fire starter we're swapping directly for a 70-75 tonner when the time is due. We probably won't be going for that many 100 tonners in this playthrough because we want to have some support vehicles coming with us. So 8-day repairs, and after managing them they're probably going to be quite less. So it's mostly going to be 4 days, and we very much want to get the Warhammer in, so it gets 2 more days of repair zones, but that'll have to be something for next chapter because I've run out of time. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time.